Hey guys, so this is the ASL4. Dr. Hansen's here with me. He's going to help me with different forms of sign language, and we're going to tell you about a little bit of them. So ASL is the true sign language that is more on the sentence structure of object, subject, verb, and then Pidgin sign language is kind of what you see in schools. It is a form of American Sign Language, but they don't do the a, ands, or these. And they don't do the prepositions, but they do along the sentence structure of English. And then C exact English is exactly the way that you would say it. So I have a little short video for you, and then we'll show you the different signs. So
this week, I'm going to be teaching you the different types of sign language that you might encounter while you're out and about socializing and improving your skills. Now, I know most people are familiar with the first one. That is American Sign Language, ASL. Now, American Sign Language is an actual official language. It's considered the natural language of deaf and hard of hearing people. It has its own grammatical structure. It's very different than English. Like, for example, in English you would say, I go to the store. In American Sign Language you would say, store, me, go. So it's a little bit different. That's what I usually try and teach on my channel is American Sign Language. Now, the other two types of sign languages that I'm going to be talking about are not official languages. They are used often, but it's not usually what I end up teaching. The next one I'm going to be talking about is PSE, and that's Pidgin Sign English. And I'm not talking about the birds in New York City, pigeons. That's what I'm talking about. It's P-I-D-G-I-N, Pidgin Sign English. So as you can tell, it's called Signed English because it's using sign language but mimicking more of the English language. So Pidgin Sign English, PSE, is pretty much a mixture of English and American Sign Language, but it takes more of the form of English. So you would be signing, instead of signing like store, me, go, you'd be saying me, go, store. So you're still cutting out the like am, to, the. You don't use like the articles and different things like that, but you're using more of an English structure. You sign more of an English order. Often you use your mouth more. You mouth the words a lot more heavily than if we were going to use American Sign Language. PSE is pretty common actually. Most people that I know use PSE. A lot of children nowadays in schools are not taught ASL, they're taught PSE or the next one that I'm going to be talking about. It's actually very, very common. So if you end up using more of an English grammatical structure, using PSE, it's actually very common, and that's fine. Obviously, you want to strive to learn American Sign Language because that is the official language, but just know that you're going to encounter a lot of the PSE. The last one that I'm going to talk about is called C, it's S-E-E, and that is Signed Exact English. Now, I don't see this one quite as often, but it is taught in many places, and Signed Exact English is what it says. It's signing exactly the English word order. So in ASL, we sign store, me, go. In Pidgin Sign English, we sign me, go, store. If you're going to sign exact English, S-E-E, you would sign me, go, to the store. You would take the English sentence and you would sign word for word exactly what it is. So like in PSE, where we didn't use the words to and the in English, you would sign those. You would sign me, go to the store. So to and the. In PSE, we wouldn't sign to and the. And in ASL, they're totally left out and the words are flip-flopped in a different grammatical structure. C, like I said, it's taught in some schools. A lot of places that are more oral based, meaning they want the children to speak and not learn sign language, might teach C. I know back in the 80s and I think the 90s maybe, they often taught C. Jenna's mother, I know she sometimes uses the C order, uses the twos and the thes, and like I said, whatever one you use, whether it's ASL, PSE, or C, or whatever you're using, that's fine. As long as you're trying and you're working at it and you're trying to communicate in a signed language of some sort, that's fine. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to know perfect ASL grammatical structure. That's just fine. Alright guys, so hopefully today I've explained a little bit more about the different types of sign languages you might encounter. Like I said, I mostly encounter PSE, but I do try and strive to learn ASL, especially if you're learning sign language to become an interpreter. It's best to learn all types of sign language so that you can match whatever your consumer is. Alright guys, if you enjoyed today's video,
Alright, so that was a little bit of a video of the different types. Me and Dr. Hansen are going to sign the different sentence structures that we have here, and you can see the different styles of signing to give you a better idea of that it's not one style, you can have many different styles. So we're just going to go down to the first one is I give the book to you. So Dr. Hansen, you go first.
Okay.
You can sign, or you can talk too. Okay, so mine would be, all right, the next one is, do you want to ride the bike? Okay, so mine is, all right, so the next one is, do you like baseball? Okay, mine is, all right, and then are you free tomorrow? So there's two different ones, and the next one is, are you married? Next one is, can I help? So that one's going to be a little sooner, so can I help? So it's a little similar. The next one is, do you have fun? Yeah. Okay, this one is, next one is enjoy your food. Okay, and I'd say for here or to go. Okay, so I'd say, okay, the next one is give me a call. Okay, and I would say, and then the next one is have you got that or do you understand? Yeah, so there's a difference in signing, but it doesn't matter which one you take as long as you decide that that's what you want to do and it's understandable. So thank you, Dr. Hansen. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yep. So he can stay or he can go. We're going to go lip reading next. So a lot of...
You want to look at... Oh.
You're still on. It's fine.
All right.
Do you
I didn't know if you wanted to look at that.
Yeah, we can. Do you want to replay it? And we'll do another one?
I'm fine with it.
Okay. You're fine with the whole signing?
I think, yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Thank you, Dr. Hansen.
Thanks.
You're welcome. All right. So the next one is a lot of people assume that deaf people can lip read. So lip reading is not always assumed that the deaf person wants to do it. A lot of them don't prefer to lip read. A lot of them can, but they're not. Everybody kind of lip reads a lot differently. Some people, there might be, they can lip read, but if you have any obstructions in the way of lip reading, it can cause a problem. So if you have a mustache, if you try to read my lips, it's going to be very hard with a mustache. If you have different rings, no ear piercings, if you have, if you are in a slang where you don't pronunciate that well, then sometimes it can be hard. So I have another video, and it's going to show you how difficult it is to lip read. So good luck, and I hope that you know what they're saying.
Hello and welcome to Charlie's lip reading test.
So, are you a lip reading expert or novice? This test is designed to help you find out. It's simple. All you have to do is read my lips and work out what I'm saying. I say each statement twice without making so much of a sound, and then I'll tell you the right and sometimes also the wrong answer. So, are you ready to get started on the first statement? Let's turn the volume down. Did you get it? Okay, it's a bit of an easy start. If you thought I said, hi, my name is Charlie, then you got the right answer. If you didn't get it, then you might be about to find the rest of the test almost impossible. But try and hang in there. Okay, time for the second statement. Volume down, please. How's that one? It's a bit of a trick question. If you thought I was saying, what would you like to read? Then I'm really sorry that you're wrong. I was actually saying, what would you like to drink? Now, drink and read look pretty similar, don't they? But it's important to get them right. Otherwise, you could end up ordering a pint down the library and a book in the pub. Okay, now it's time for the next one. If you read the article, you might find it a bit easier. Volume down again, please. If you thought I was declaring my undying love for you, well, I'm sorry, but I'm already taken. I've got 2 kids, so I'm quite a long way down that road. And I wasn't saying I love you. I was saying much more random phrase, elephant shoes. Do elephants even wear shoes? I've got no idea, but the 2 phrases look almost exactly the same. So now you know why I blushed when 2 girls said that to me without sound at the back of my English class at school. I'm still getting over it. Okay, let's move on. We're now entering the pro zone. Things are about to get a lot tougher. Let's turn the volume down for the 4th time. Did you get it? The sentence was, feed my tortoise, tomatoes, and lettuce. Did you get tortoise, or did you think it might be daughter? That might sound strange, but the 2 words are homophone. They sound very different, but they look almost identical to a lip reader. Okay, now it's time for the final test. Now this one's very difficult, so just do your best. I'm not expecting anyone to get it, and if you do, you should probably go to the World Championships of Lip Reading or something. Let's turn the volume down for the final time. So how's that one? Any luck? Professional that people might have got it. The phrase was, the euro was introduced in 1999. Definitely, we often say that numbers and dates are very difficult because of the similarity between how certain numbers look. For example, 8, 9 and 10 look very similar, and so do 7 and 11. And then there's problem of differentiating between 19 and 90, and don't even get me started on million and billion.
So that was a little bit about how hard it is to lip read. So assuming that someone can lip read is not as easy as what you think it is, especially if they have any facial hair or if they have any piercings. But also if they talk different than you do, it's going to be a lot different. So what we're going to do is we're just learn a little bit of emergency signs. I think these will be helpful for you in the clinic in case your deaf individual needs some help or they just need to let you know of some serious things. So we've already talked about where with the eyebrows down. Hurt, we talked about that one where it's hurt in a location, and you can put those together. Hospital is another one, so you're going to make an H sign and you're going to go down and across. So down, like you're making the cross sign on your shoulder. Okay. Nurse is the same way, but well, nurse is actually here, but this is hospital. Allergy, if they're allergic to anything or they have an allergy, you go from your nose and you go out. So allergy. So it goes down and you pull apart. allergy. You alert it to what? Something like that. Feel. We've done feel before. Feel. So you feel where. How does it feel? Medication is here. So you kind of just shake it on your hand. Pills or a liquid, but medication, the actual sign is this. Do you have any meds? What's your meds? Stuff like that. History. So history. So you could say your family history. Doctor is you can just touch your hand right here. Doctor. Nurses with 2. Oxygen. Oxygen, they have their nose, oxygen, or you can draw out the nasal, not oxygen. Calm down, calm, eyes big, calm, it's okay. You just do like this. Ambulance, it's up here. So those are some just simple medical signs. I have a video. I know she signs all of those signs, so I don't think you need it, but those are just some that they might help you. So some clinic objects, I got really, I just did these and I got carried away. So we're just going to go through them. So the first one's table. So table, you can do like this, table this way. You can do table where you just slap it like this. That just knows that it's a hard surface. This is actually telling you what type of table. Be a circular table, be a long table. But if you wanted to go sit at the table, that's what it is. Chair, it's just one. Sitting is like I need you to go sit is one. Chair, kind of, some people do like that and they go straight out. Some people curve it around. Ball, toy does not have a sign. You actually spell it out. You could say all these different types of toys. I don't know all the signs for toys. Some of them is just the dynamics and the mechanics that they have. Slinky. You're going to have to kind of gauge, especially if you're modifying a sign. You need to figure out what best would fit that child and that sign. But ball is a generic sign. TV, if they want to watch TV, it's TV. A cup, if you want them to drink a cup. Cup is here, or you can have like a little platform. Cup. Food. Be careful on food. If you have a child sign food, then they will stick to just wanting food, and you're not going to be able to diversify the different types of food. So just know that if you have them sign food, be ready for them to only sign food when you want any kind of food. So just be careful with this sign. Adults, they're easy. It's food. Stairs. So stairs, you just walk up the stairs, down the stairs. It's directional. If you walk stairs this way, you don't necessarily walk upstairs. You can add this hand. You really don't have to. Stairs is just your feet walking up the stairs or walking down the stairs. Door. So door is, you go like this to open the door. To shut the door, if I can meet my hand, you shut the door. If you open 2 doors, like a French doors, you open them this way. But a regular door, if you want them to do door, it's 2. If you want them to open it, you open, and then you would close. Wrap. So if you have wrap, if you need to like ace bandage someone or put pre-wrap on somebody, you would wrap them. So this hand kind of stays where it is, and you'd wrap. And then if you have clips, you'd flip over. So after you wrap and then clip over. Show them the clips if they've never seen them before, and tell them these clips to hold it. Okay? So you'd wrap them and hold. If it's a leg, then you would say your leg, I'm going to wrap, and use your arm as a leg. If you're going to wrap their head, then touch their head or touch your head, and then do the motion of wrapping your head. Okay? Just make sure that it's wherever you want to go, that you notify them before going to that region. You know, say your leg, say your stomach. You're going to wrap the stomach. Stuff like that. Weights, if you want them to lift weights, a weight is, honestly, you could do this or act like it's big heavy weight, and you just say, you know, you understand the weights, and we're going to give you a 2 pound, this is weight itself. So, you know, if you do what your body weight is, this is pounds, a weight, pounds. So you would say a weight or, you know, weight. You can even do this, or weight. And then you do, I'm going to give you 2 pounds, or 4 pounds, or 10 pounds. It doesn't matter, but you just want to show them physically, either show them the weight or mimic you doing it. A bicycle, do it this way. This is the average sign for a bike. You can ride a bike. That's why I did it when we were signing. You ride a bike because this is the bike, this is the person. Bicycle is the beginning, and this is ride. But bicycle, it can also be for motorbike, but motorbike's normally like here because that's common. Bicycle is the, you know, it's the actual function of, you know, actually trying to go on bicycle. Putty, I know a lot of OTs use putty, so putty, you're going to say it's like, you know, stretchy putty, and then, you know, it's a ball, you know, you're going to kind of roll it up or whatever, and you're going to squeeze it, or you're going to touch it. You just kind of show them that you're going to have the ball and you're going to squeeze and touch around it. Okay? If you have any questions about that, just let me know. Heat, if it's hot or cold. Cold is this. Cold, a pad, cold, I'll put it on you. If it's cold and you're going to put your foot into it, into the bucket. So the bucket, foot, into, and then it's going to be cold. And make sure that they understand it's cold. Understand. Make sure that they understand that is going to be cold. Same with the heat. It's hot. Hot. Hot is like it's on fire. You just throw your hand like this up and hot. If it's warm, it's like a warm feeling. It's going to be warm. Make sure that they understand. Know that sign. Understand. Do you understand? Is it okay? You understand? You need to have a yes, a nod, or something, because that means they verified that. But like if they do it in paraffin's really hard to explain. But wax, spell out wax. Wax is going to get hot. It's going to get warm. Warm. When you put your hand down in it, pull it up. You're going to dry. There is a sign for dry, but don't worry about it. Dry it off. And then when it's done, put it back in, pull it back out, let it dry. You're going to do it 5 times. Okay, like there's a watch. 5 times. That's paraffin. And paraffin's really hard to explain. Fluido is the same thing. There's going to be things that are coming out at you. It's going to get warm. Okay, it's going to come out like this. You're going to put your hand in it. So this is the box. Put the hand in it. You're just going to move around, and it's going to warm it, and then it's going to throw everything around it. Okay? That's a really good explanation of Fluido. Pictures, all that kind of stuff for Fluido. Wall, it's really simple. Just the wall. If you need them to go up to the wall, then say over there, the wall. I'm going to need you to go like this, do anything that you need to, or lay like this. To just tell them to go up to the wall. The wall is just a straight up and down. Light is like this. So if there's an overhead light, so it goes like this. So you're going to show them what kind of light. If it's a beam light, so if it goes like this, it's an overhead light. If it's just a lamp, you know, you're going to show them what kind of light it is. If it's an infrared light, lamp, or whatever, you're going to say it's going to go there, it's going to get warm, the light, you know, stuff like that. Book, that's what we were just signing. Book, read, book. Read is a good one. So if you give them paper, paper is the other sign. Paper, you hit backwards. Only twice, paper. Paper. If you go forward, that's clean. Don't do that. Backwards. You're going to hit the back of your palm here. Paper. Paper. If you want to read the paper. If you understand, we're good. Kind of stuff like that. If they can't read, they'll tell you, read. I can't. Or I can't. All that kind of stuff. Okay? These are a few actions that I thought would not be a bad idea. So we did sit. So sit down. You know, chair is 2. Sit is 1. Stand. So you are the person. You're going to stand. So if it goes from sit to stand, you just transition. Okay? You need them to lay down. So I'm going to need you to lay down. So that's that weird one where you go like this. Lay down. And you kind of mimic what side, your front, your side, your back. You lay down and then tell them where. Turn. So you just tell them turn like this. Or look that way. That would be a good one too. But you can say turn. Balance, if you need them to balance. So balance is really interesting for the fact that it's you need to act like it too. That's one reason of it that you have to do separate. You kind of have to say, you copy me. That's one. You want to stay still, you know, you stay like this. Step down, step up. So you can do how you can step up and you can make your body go up. And I would be doing it as you're telling them, step up. Or you can tell them to step down and make your body go down. So go down this way. Sorry, I'm hitting this cord. It's turning my computer. Walking. So you want to walk. Just your hands going back and forth. Your hands are feet. So you can walk. No, this is normal. Slow is, and you kind of do the face. Normal is like you don't really care. It's just casual. Fast is faster body motion. Running is weird. So you have like little bitty shooters and you only do one. So if you're running, but you hold like this. Run. So I want you to go run. Play. Play is like this. So you want to, everybody plays, just you plays. This is kind of a sign for everybody because it's kind of incorporating everybody. But you can just play. Eat. Eat. You can eat a lot. You can eat just a little bit. Touch. So I want to touch something. Touch is like this. Touch it. Touch. So can I? That's what I would say. And is that okay? So can I touch? Is that okay? And that's something that, you know, for permission wise. Grab. So like, especially if it's a grip test, you want to grab it. You're going to grab onto it. So it's just the same thing. So it's the elongated thing, and you grab onto it. You squeeze, and then let go. So that you'll need cues. You'll need to cue them when to do it. So you say when I, and then when I, or you let go. So you tell them to go or when to let go. Because if not, they're going to keep squeezing. You haven't told them a cue to stop. Or you can touch them. Say, when I stop. 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 They'll get those cues. Jump. Jump like that. Woo. You need the platform for this one. Jump. I mean, you can. This doesn't really symbolize anything, though, so you really need the platform. Hold. So if you want them, especially like core muscles and stuff, you want them to hold, then you'll want to, this is hold. Hold. So hold, so you're going to breathe, and then breathe out, and then you can say, you to tighten, and then when they do that, say hold. Okay, and you can do that for any position. You can say raise up, and then hold, and then as soon as you let go of that hold sign, they're going to let go. So just know that this means they're watching your hand. And then as soon as you let go, they're going to let down. So I hope this helped a little bit. Sorry about it was kind of confusing there for a little bit, but I'm hoping this helped. So let me know if you have any questions, and we'll do it next week too, or next month. So thank you.